Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my dog and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and bums trying to take my life away. I put a hole in a dummy for messing with me. My back on the wall, now you gon' see. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, many men wish death upon me. Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Now these scaredy cats putting money on my head. Gonna get your refund, little dummy, I ain't dead. I'm the diamond in the dirt that ain't been found. I'm the underground king and I ain't been crowned. When I rhyme, something special happen every time. I'm the greatest, something like Ali in his prime. I walk the block with the bundle.
Anyway, welcome back to episode of Mr. Truth. I'm your only host on the show, and I will always be your only host on the show, because that's the way I did it. Because many men, many men. Nah, no kidding, nobody wants to change this show. If they did, I wouldn't fucking listen to them. Right? Right. Not got much going on today. We're going to go review a few videos, street interviews, Caitlin Bennett, and we'll learn a little bit about stuff. My bad. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, I hope you enjoy what we're going to have for you, presented for you today. But before we get started, you obviously know that I have a public service announcement, and my public service announcement for today is... Anyway, since that was my public service announcement for the day, and we're going to go into a song first. It's a song, and it should hit you in the feels. But if it doesn't hit you in the feels, that's okay. I don't fucking care. I want to listen to it anyway because, well, these AI songs are getting stupid. Like a good stupid. Some of them suck. Some of them are good. But before we get into this, I need you to go get yourself some coffee because, well, it is 10:30 in the morning here on Central Time. And it's pretty much morning on the East Coast, West Coast, Mountain Time, and even Hawaii. I don't have anybody that listens in Hawaii or Alaska. I think the farthest I have is like Washington or California. Anyway, let's get to the song that's going to get started this morning. So go get your coffee, go get your bagel. You know my feelings on bagels. You can get them even though you're not Jewish. All right. Remember, everything with salmon spread, and if they have that smoked salmon, oh yeah. Wow, that sounds like the show from this morning, huh? That must mean it's real. I had scrambled eggs. Quite a bit of scrambled eggs. Anyway, let's get to the song to start this morning off.
Yeah. Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking, how everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up, overblow. Oh, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rapping. He choked. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy, no. He won't have it, he knows his whole back's to these ropes. It don't matter, he's dope, he knows it. But he's broke, he's so stacked that he knows when he goes back to his mold, that's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This soul rap shit. You better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass in.
What's up, bro?
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
All right, there we go. That's our song for this morning. What we're gonna do, we're gonna watch a video because it was originally on Tucker Carlson's channel, and sometimes Tucker likes to copyright infringement. Well, it gets flagged every time I try to use his stuff for more than 2 minutes. But we will get into what we have today, and well, Rumble's gonna be behind, as the video always is. Some kind of glitch in the system. Anyway, we're going to listen to Tucker Carlson at a Turning Point USA event. And, well, let's just say Tucker... I'll let you watch. He didn't like this guy. And I'm glad he kicked him out. Kind of, sort of kicked him out, but he didn't.
What's up, guys? Spenny. To their absolute credit and to the lasting legacy of Charlie Kirk, an open, fair, honest, good faith debate, Turning Point USA hosted Tucker Carlson yesterday to a sellout crowd in Indiana. Look at this. Absolutely massive. Thousands of people showed up to hear
doesn't look
Tucker,
like
and
thousands.
also to hear, well,
oh, there's more than one
his
level.
dogs. Look at this. Tucker brought his dogs
Hello, Zippity.
on stage for the Turning Point tour. All right, you love to see it. Good doggies.
Whoa.
Anyway, the reason why, of course, this is Charlie's lasting legacy is that people have tried to cancel Tucker
Oh, those doggies.
because his views have been
Springer
naughty
Spaniels.
or offensive or whatever. This is exactly why we have these debates. I don't agree with any of that. And it's actually remarkable if you listen to what Tucker Carlson had to say during the Q&A. He was asked remarkable.
I think it was like an hour and some change that he was up
very
there.
poignanted and tough, I would argue, questions. Some of those questions were about text messages
Oh, this
that
is
were
nice.
revealed in court filings where Tucker Carlson said, "I hate Donald Trump." And the individual who's asking it was not asking in good faith and was a smarmy lib, obviously. Tucker Carlson eventually offered to fight him. But I think the answer is profound and worth a listen to, in so much as what you can understand from it is Tucker's frame of mind, you know, where he was going and where he's been when it comes to his political ideology. And I think that's a critically important, along with Tucker's offer to fight the guy. Which is
I'd fight him.
Here you go.
Thought process. I would answer your second question first. I really try to be as transparent as I possibly can. I think you just scoffed in the microphone.
I mean, there was text that came out in court filing.
Would you like to know what that was? Because I'll tell you.
I'm sure everyone would love to know. Yeah, when the
I
Dominion
just
lawsuit.
wanted. Oh, you're one of the most annoying people I've ever dealt with. This is why I don't come across. But hold on.
Coming from
I'm gonna,
Tucker.
no. Hold on. I'm going to apologize. I just want to apologize for saying that. Okay, so.
That's such an honor.
Yeah, I know. My views are like on the internet, and I don't work for anybody but me. I'm in business with my college roommate. I have no incentive to ever lie at all, and I really try not to. I supported the Iraq War.
Bitch.
Pretty vehemently. I supported the
Juniper.
nomination of a Supreme Court Justice, Amy Coney Barrett. That was a huge mistake. Sorry. I think not what I thought she was. I support John Roberts. I support, what's the list of dumb things I've supported in my life? It's very long.
Yeah.
I think I've learned something from those mistakes.
Crystal.
I'm happy to admit how dumb they were. I've spent the last 22 years trying to atone for my support for the Iraq War.
I appreciate that. And
hold on, I'm not. Okay, now you're annoying me again.
Oh my God.
Not here for your affirmation. So
I don't.
I would say, as to the text specifically, you want to actually know? I mean, are you even willing to hear it? I'll tell you exactly what that was. Those are between me and a producer of mine who I really love, who I still am close to. And that was in January after the election. And Trump was saying, they stole it from me. And I called the White House and I said, I'm totally willing to believe that. I mean, Zuckerberg puts, $400 million into the mechanics of elections. I don't think he's doing that because he believes in good government. Like, what is this? It's clearly their stuff. And I say to the White House, someone specifically at the White House, give me examples. And he says, I have got a great example for you. I've got 7 or 8 dead people who voted. And the beauty of that claim was it's provable because they're death certificates. And we've got the death certificates and we've got the obits, and they voted, and they're on the voter rolls. We know they voted. Well, I mean, talk about slam dunk. I'm not repeating anything I can't prove. I don't trust any campaign, period. I never have, on either side. I just don't trust campaign consultants. They're disgusting. I still think that. But this seemed like a verifiable hit. So I go out there and I say, there's a lot of talk, and you can pull up the tape. There's a lot of talk about, election theft. We're working on it. And I'm working in Fox News, so there's like a lot of, let's find out what happened. But we know that 7 or 10 dead people voted, and here are their names. Miss Wanda Johnson of Sioux City, Iowa, and, Jack Klein of Corpus Christi, Texas, and I would go through the whole name, and we'll put the obits up. Well, within 25 minutes, a couple of the dead people call CNN to say, we're not dead. And CNN runs this whole thing exposing that I have just made this colossal error on the air. There's nothing I hate more than being wrong and humiliated like that, because I have a staff. Yep. We should get this right. And I didn't get it right because it's so easy to check whether or not someone has died that I didn't check. And I was enraged. And I was just enraged by the whole thing. And my position was, at the time, if you're going to claim it was stolen, prove it to me. I'm an adult man. I'm not taking anybody's word for anything.
How come you weren't saying these things during, on Fox News?
I did the next day.
And I'm not here to just try to argue with you. I really do think this country's going through some, deeply troubling times.
Wait, what do you mean argue with me? You just said, wait, stop. You just, stop. Wait, hold on. You said, why didn't you say these things? And I said, I did the next day on the air, live on Fox News. And you're like, oh, yeah, okay, whatever. No,
but you didn't, though. Check
the tape, dude.
Emphasis of your show, the emphasis.
What are you talking about? I went immediately on the.
Cop-out. Okay, fine.
What do you mean it's a cop-out? I was completely wrong. I blamed the Trump campaign for being wrong, when it was partly my fault for taking their word for it, which I shouldn't have done. And the guy who gave me that information, I just ran into. I'm still mad at him.
What's up, Roots?
Still around.
Of course, YouTube being a cunt.
So you don't take any ownership for devices?
What do you mean any ownership?
You had the #1 rated show in America.
What specifically are you talking about?
You had the #1 rated cable.
I'm aware of that. I hosted it.
Yeah, I know. So you had. I know. So the amount of influence that you carried.
So you don't agree. Look, you don't agree with my views.
No, that's not what I'm getting at. Tucker,
okay, so are you saying my views are insincere?
No, we disagree.
I mean,
yes,
you are
I truly doubt your sincerity, and I think at this point in your career,
then that's your problem.
I'm trying to understand it because it makes no sense. You're worth $50 million.
I'm not worth $50 million.
30 to 50.
Get off the fucking internet, son. Don't stop believing that stuff.
Oh.
$50 million.
Go back to cable news.
Sorry.
No, but I'm just look.
Okay, you're too annoying. You're too annoying. So I like the last chick who disagreed with me, and then we could have a normal conversation.
All right.
But you're telling me you're worth $50 million. What? Stop.
Okay, you got real defensive there. I just thread a number that's a lot of money. Jesus Christ, calm down.
Don't use that phrase.
You're worth.
We're done.
Well, look.
Just stop.
Can I say one?
No, you can't. Not after you say that. Leave.
All right.
At a turning point,
Answer had
that's
absolute
weird.
brutal honesty to it, as did this one, which is going viral right now. Tucker Carlson talking about abortion culture and saying that it is the ritualistic and cultish killing of children.
I think this Q&A session was 10 minutes.
Arguing effectively that this is no different than the Mayans or an Aztec tribe doing this so that they can get rain in the next corn growing season, sacrificing children and human beings. A powerful and impassioned and beautiful argument. Human rights means you have the right to life.
No, I totally agree with you. But abortion is murder, obviously, and everyone knows that. And people are so into it because it's the same ritual that every civilization ever been studied has engaged in, which is human sacrifice. Obviously, why did the Incas, and it wasn't just the Incas, it was my ancestors, the Vikings, all of them
Oh,
killed people in order to
see,
appease
luckily for me, I got to take it at home.
the gods and give themselves more power.
Abortion isn't ritualistic.
Are you joking? They had an abortion truck outside the Democratic Convention. While you're here, maybe you could get an abortion. No, it's the most crazed level of fanaticism I've ever seen. Like when I was a kid, they would say, well, you know, there's probably some 12-year-old farm worker child who got raped and she's pregnant. And like, would you say to her she has to carry the baby? And I'd be like, oh, that's so sad. I can't, it makes me really sad. And like, I don't think she should have an abortion, but I get it. Now it's just like, no, abortion is the only right you have. It's all you have. You don't have the right to keep you from jabbing a needle in your arm with some unknown poison made by Pfizer. You don't have that right. You don't have the right to
Penguin to
sexually
the
think.
bathroom.
The only right you have is to murder your own kids? That's dark, dude. Listen to yourself. That's the saddest thing that could ever happen. Killing your children? The only thing in life, and I'm telling you this as a young person, with the greatest sincerity, I mean this as a father of four, the only thing that matters is not your stupid job at Citibank. Trust me, it doesn't matter. All that matters is having children, and your children are all that will matter to you. I don't care what you say. I've lived it. I know that's true. And so anyone who's like, oh, just kill your children. You know, I feel like a lot of the problems, I'm sorry, Brookie, to upset you. Sorry. It's my dog. I don't yell at home. But no, I think it's just grotesque. It's shocking that this happens. And everyone's like, sorry. There's nothing more entitled than a female Springer Spaniel. Sorry.
That's why I don't get female dogs.
Anyway, it's the saddest thing. And to hear people like, I know a million people have had abortions. I don't know one who's happy about it, you know, and they're really sad about it. And it's awful.
Because it's not something that people take joy in. It's something that people do out of necessity.
No,
I think you're
not.
out of touch if you think it's a ritualistic thing.
Of course it's a ritual. How many abortions are there in this country every year?
Access, and it's a matter of human rights, as you said, and it's a matter...
There's no human right to kill people, dude. Sorry. In fact, killing people is the enemy of human rights. The human right is to live.
Not a person.
It's not a person. Okay, it's not a person. But everybody knows it is. It's just so dumb. It's not a person. It's like they won't. Why don't we show a video of an abortion? And let's see if you can sit through it. And you would feel sick to your stomach. You have. Oh, okay, maybe you liked it.
I grew
But
up in a church that thought it would be...
no, I don't. I'm sorry I said that. No, I'm sorry. No one wants to talk about the details, ever. And the most horrific things in life, including a lot that happens in war, including transgender surgeries, definitely including abortion, it's all couched in abstract ideological terms which are designed to prevent you from facing what's actually happening. A human being is being beheaded with a knife inside a woman. And that, if that beheading didn't take place, that would be a person, a human being, who maybe would go on to lead some screwed up life, maybe wouldn't, but it's not up to us. We don't get to kill people simply because they're in the way, period. And if you can kill children who are in the way, you can kill the elderly who are in the way, and in the end, they'll be killing us who are in the way. You can't do that.
I love these debates because it gives you a
What about Jack Kevorkian? You know, in Canada,
AWS down again.
since their healthcare is so much better than ours, that if you try to get an appointment, it's a couple months down the road, just like VA. However, there are certain ones where they're going to tell you, you know what? It's going to be such a long time for us to get to you that it might actually be a good idea for you to kill yourself. Oh yeah, that's happening. That happens in Canada. Great healthcare, guys. Great healthcare. So great that their cure-all is to tell you to go kill yourself. Not in Minecraft. But Canadian healthcare providers will tell you to go kill yourself. You want that healthcare in the US? I bet you do. I bet you do. Anyway, where are we going? Yes, so we were talking about Amazon yesterday, AWS systems, which crippled quite a few systems within this country and this world, to include my Restream servers. So, was it a cyber attack? Was it not? Was it a system upgrade? Was it not? It was definitely a cyber attack, because there's no way that it affected that many systems. That many systems with one server. Well, it's multiple servers, but you know what I mean.
Again, Amazon, Ring, Reddit among sites impacted. Rob, if you want to play the clip on this one here, AWS significant API errors around 10:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, impacting services in its U.S. East 1 region, with services being marked as degraded. In another post at 11:43, the company said it narrowed down the source of the issue and was actively working on mitigation efforts. Online tracker down detector saw reports of outages spike again around the same time, with over 8,200 instances reported at 12 p.m. The company has previously stated the DNS issue has caused the initial outage was fully mitigated in a post around 6:35 a.m., but acknowledged it was still working to resolve some errors. When asked for comment, AWS referred Forbes to its service health page. Go ahead, Rob.
Amazon's cloud services unit, AWS, was recovering on Monday from a widespread outage. It knocked out thousands of websites, disrupting businesses and some of the world's most popular apps, including Snapchat and Reddit. The issue lasted roughly 3 hours, but systems were gradually coming back online as of early morning Eastern US time. AWS said it was seeing significant signs of recovery for some impacted services. It marked the largest internet disruption since last year's CrowdStrike malfunction. AWS provides on-demand computing power, data storage, and other digital services to a range of customers. Those include companies, governments, and individuals. Disruptions to its servers can cause outages across websites and platforms that rely on its cloud infrastructure. Coinbase, Roblox, and Robinhood were some of the big names affected. Epic Games owned Fortnite was also down for a time. AWS directed Reuters to its status page when asked for comment on the outage. Amazon didn't respond to a request for comment.
I wonder why.
I think we need, and this is, so the capitalist side of me says to the victor. However, we now can see that the internet itself is a matter of national security. I mean, I've known it for a long time, but now the average person can see, oh my goodness, this is all connected. It's not, you're not running on a server in your own little server room. And right now, I think we need redundancy, and we need not reselling on the same network, but we need different networks. Back in the long distance wars, Sprint built its own network using Sonnet ring technology, so it was fully redundant, and you could move from AT&T over to Sprint, and there were two different networks. I just think we need more storage and network redundancy, because when you see how big Amazon is, that makes it so easy for bad actors in an international environment to take a cyber terrorist attack on us, to shut things down. And so now systems don't talk to each other. This is a glimpse of what a cyber war could look like. And if it was a cyber war, it'd be far greater.
Yeah, by the way, and you know who jumped on top of this when Elon, the moment AWS went down, he tweeted first, he said X works. So meaning we're not on AWS. Then he tweets this out. Pretty weird that an AWS outage
I just got off a week's
caused Signal to fail. Okay.
And
if you go a little bit lower, Signal uses end-to-end encryption. Messages are encrypted to device only, including cloud servers like AWS, like Clippertext, and can't read Kiffertext, and can't read content. Signal doesn't claim to be decentralized, only E2EE or open source. Go a little bit lower. Elon responds again and says it means that AWS is in the loop and can take out Signal at any time. Brandon.
See the point he's making there?
Tell me.
If Biden was there and could influence AWS, you could take down
Shut
Signal.
it down.
If you don't like those people are using it to communicate with each other, now you have a button that the government can push. It's the same way. Remember what happened with Parler? They didn't like the
I
conservatives.
was
stuff.
just gonna say that.
And so
man.
they went after
Yep.
they went, okay, who's providing power to Parler? Well, it's these servers in this
I
system.
was just,
Hit them.
yep. Bingo. I was just gonna say that. I remember when Parler was during 2020. It was right after the election, right after January 6th, and Parler became a thing.
It did,
And we
but it
know some
didn't
of the
last
guys that
long
are
because of-
recreating Parler now. And I remember when they didn't like what they were saying or doing, and they just shut Parler down. They
Yep.
just took them down, took them off AWS. And if you want to know how powerful AWS is, they're owned by, if you don't know, it's Amazon Web Services, right? And this is right around the time where Jeff Bezos, I believe, stepped down as CEO, and they took out of anybody in the world the guy that was running
Andy
AWS,
Jassy.
Andy Jassy, and he is now, I believe, is the current acting CEO of Amazon.
More than acting.
So this is a massive,
full guy.
massive company. And this is all under what would be considered cloud services.
Cloud storage. But I mean, the thing is, they didn't even build it with the intention of being the provider for all of the internet. Like now, I think they're over 30% of the cloud storage market share. But they built it originally to house their own stuff. Like they just needed a big cloud storage for their own web
That's
services.
crazy. I
But
think my daughter
I mean, the
ordered-
fact that they didn't put that foundation in place with the idea of like housing the internet for the entire world, I think
I
that's
know
like
she
a
ordered
flawed
from
start.
Amazon.
I mean, Signal. I never trust Signal. I think we saw who started that with like government money with I think an
Fucking
NGO,
hands
but
on that.
I don't know why the whole government uses that.
Whoever
one.
started Signal started WhatsApp. It's the same people.
Yeah.
It's Telegram that was by
Microsoft.
Pavel, if I'm saying his name correctly. But the people that started Signal, Signal was started on a nonprofit engine, I believe a 501c3. I may be
Yeah.
mistaken. Whereas WhatsApp is the founder of Signal and WhatsApp the same people? Can you ask that question? Is the founder of WhatsApp and
Yeah, my
Signal
daughter ordered
the same
something 2 days
people?
ago and it gets here tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's
Probably because we have a
Yeah,
hub in
Brian
Nashville.
Acton, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see this here. No, they're not exactly the same person. Brian Axon, co-founder of WhatsApp. He later co-founded WhatsApp Signal Technologies Foundation, which backs Signal. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, it's not. Yeah, it's the same person. So, okay, so there you have it.
ChatGPT just gave an answer to
Yeah.
congressional
Remember the
testimony.
director of the CIA
No,
said?
No, Senator,
It
they're
just
not
looks
the same
exactly
thing.
like him, and they have the exact same name.
Remember,
and it's-
remember the
yes,
director
it's
of the
same
CIA
person.
said that they day one they came in and told him to put Signal on all of his devices. So that's like the thing that the government's using to communicate with each other.
Told
So
you.
I don't know what the hell the back end of that looks like.
Yeah. Listen, a lot of people are on the same page with you. This is why some people have two phones. And one, literally, one for that they feel they can hack into. There's a lot of businesses for that right now. If you run a business, if you're in the hunt, you know what business is. It truly is a war. You just heard me tell this story about ChatGPT and Google going to war together.
Crazy to think about, right? How Amazon, little did I know how much it fucking
Why free Tyler Robinson?
had to do with a lot of other things. I'm surprised YouTube didn't shut down. I guess they're not, or Google. I guess they're not the same. Let's hope they don't become the same. Because then the whole world, the market would be fucked. Almost like a monopoly. But with real money. Well, not real money, but crypto. Which was real money. Huh. I don't know where I'm going with that. Wild. Yep, my Alexa didn't work, so I fired her. And now she's back, and she's very quiet lately. I remember when I used to tell her to fuck off. And I changed her voice. Too bad there's only like 4 different voices. Imagine if I had her speaking in a Russian accent. That would be spectacular. But anyway, we're going to talk about Cam Higbee. And I was watching this whole thing when he was in Chicago. And when I first saw this black dude, like I really thought this dude was going to beat his ass. Like the black dude was going to whoop his ass. Because he kept following him and like I thought he was harassing him. But it turns out like the whole week that they were up there, I guess they became acquaintances. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as Cam says, what did he say? There is hope for America, right? Right? Let's hope.
after this week, Jake, how has your opinion on Republicans changed?
All your people racist as fuck. Said fuck Charlie Kirk.
Why free Tyler
I'll
Robinson?
admit, though, I was definitely asking this dude if he wanted grape drink. While everyone else was throwing watermelons and chicken emojis into the chats.
Robinson.
Because he a patriot.
That's a good question. Let me see, man.
Oh, speaking of grape
So
drink.
today I want to talk to you guys about something special that's developed and happened on this channel. This is the story of a black man from the west side of Chicago who had never met a Republican or someone who he knew was a Republican, who now has quite a few Republican friends. He went from saying some pretty disgusting stuff
He did.
to sympathizing with Republicans, at least acknowledging that Republicans or conservatives or whatever you want to call them have more in common with him than he might have otherwise thought. This is the story of Jake. I've been covering the protests outside of the Broadview ICE facility. And if you're covering the Broadview ICE facility, you can't help but run into Jake. He's very loud.
Yeah, he was annoying me for a while.
Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Erica Kirk. Fuck them kids.
He's not afraid to say whatever's going on inside of his head. And so I ran into Jake, and he was very hostile at first. The first day I ran into him, he spent much of his time roasting me and Angela Rose, mostly based on what we look like.
You look ugly, racist bitch. What you want? Look Christy None looking ass, little jelly bean looking ass. All them freckles on your face, them big fat ass jeans and them ugly ass shoes. What your skinny little X-ray looking machine ass want? Look at your motherfucking nose. You got a nose job or you just get blow jobs? Which one you do?
He also said that Charlie Kirk deserved it, that he was a piece of shit and he was racist.
That's what I said. I said fuck Charlie Kirk.
Why free Tyler Robinson?
Because he a patriot.
Tyler Robinson is a patriot.
I mean it.
No, he was saying fuck Charlie Kirk.
I done said this shit a million times.
What makes him a patriot?
Because he got rid of a piece of shit.
Okay. And you think that's a good thing to kill people who disagree with you?
I think it's a good thing to take a racist out.
Okay. How do you know he was racist?
Because he a piece of shit. Look at what he said. So if you see a black pilot, then you got to wonder, is he qualified? You a piece of shit, gang?
He just doesn't like
His
DEI.
wife's still out here racist. He don't like what?
What has his wife done that's
He don't like
racist?
what? That weak-ass Super Bowl show because Bad Bunny Puerto Rican. That's some racist shit.
Something that I immediately captured and then posted. I then allowed Jesse Waters to air it. And to be honest, I thought Jake was going to beat me up the first time I met him.
So
it
did
was
I.
dark, he was aggressive,
Especially when
and
you
these
kept
are
following him
risks
around.
I've come to know. The next day I went back to Broadview, and Jake followed me around basically to prevent me from getting content, to prevent me from talking to other people and having debates. We walked up and down and up and down and up and down the same stretch of grass for over an hour.
That's not a lie. It looked just like this.
You out here to six?
The 6th? What's the 6th?
He'd go up a little bit, turn around, go back.
Oh, at 6 p.m. I see. Yeah, I'll probably be here. Yeah.
I ain't finna talk like Napoleon Dynamite so you can understand me, brother.
I'm not asking you to.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from a different world than you.
No, you're not. You speak
You
the same
wouldn't
language
be
as
allowed
me.
to do this in my world.
Okay, why is that?
You know why. Yes.
No, you go ahead and tell me.
All right, let's go to the west side of Chicago and do it. Let's go where I come from and you do this.
Hell, even Brandon Johnson doesn't want to go to West Side Chicago.
I'm comfortable doing this because there's a bunch of police around.
And what would happen if they weren't here?
I'm gonna leave it up to your imagination. I'm smarter than you, Charlie. You're not gonna get me to say nothing like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Keep trying.
Smart.
You thinking in your head what'll happen. You know what'll happen. This is white privilege.
Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Why's it white privilege?
This is white privilege.
What is white privilege about it?
Man, where the camera get 3,000 viewers, huh?
Wait till he's. I don't know if he shows it in this, but I know when this shit was on live and he was streaming, he would let him see the phone, the chats, and it would, like I said, it would be watermelon emojis, it would be fried chicken emojis. It was crazy. But then he started to grow on people. I still don't like him. Maybe.
You ain't even talking about shit or doing shit.
But when I saw him protecting him, like near the end, I was like,
pretty much
holy
the biggest
fuck.
creator in my like conservative space right now is a black woman. But dude, I agree with you.
Next time you see that bitch, you tell that bitch I said eat that dick.
Listen, I agree that she's dumb. I'm just saying, it just so happens that in conservative circles, the favored political commentator happens right now to be a black woman.
When Candace Owens is riding harder to find out what happened to Charlie Kirk than Erica, it makes you wonder. Things that make you go,
Not black.
Candace?
She ain't black.
What is she then?
Candace a bimbo.
She's not black?
She a dumb whore.
Bimbos can be black.
She like paints herself or what?
Yeah. So how I don't like what you say?
Well, you said I'm racist.
Yeah, but that ain't saying I don't like what you say. I said you're racist.
But you don't. But what have I said that's racist?
You said you like Charlie Kirk. He was a racist, gang.
What did he do that was
Why
racist?
would you like what? He said if you see a black pilot, he wonders is he qualified.
Yeah, but that's because DEI prioritizes characteristic over qualification. It's actually bad for black people too.
You gotta go through explicit training to be a pilot before you actually fly.
Right, but it's still a violation of the Civil Rights Act to hire based on characteristic over qualification.
So who is y'all to just see any black motherfucker and say, oh, you got hired because of DEI? So what white people get hired?
Well, when United has a hiring quota of 50% women and people of color,
What that mean?
it means they're intentionally hiring women and people of color.
You think
No, it's on their website.
so just because it's 50-50, you
It's a
saying,
hiring
oh,
goal.
this many black
No.
people get hired.
It's a hiring goal. They stated that their goal was to hire intentionally
What's wrong
more black
with
people.
that?
Quota.
That mean they hire
Because you're
unqualified
no.
people just because they want to keep it equal.
Because you're hiring based on characteristics, which is a violation of the Civil Rights
That ain't
Act.
what they should say though. That's what they said.
It is.
They just said they wanted 50-50.
It says no.
They didn't say we
Yeah,
voted
exactly.
on
And how do you achieve 50-50?
Back then, 50% of qualified white motherfuckers and 50% of qualified black
Right.
motherfuckers.
So you're choosing based on how
But
they
that's
look.
based off race.
What's wrong with that?
It's a violation of the Civil Rights Act. And we did talk a little bit during this time. Jake made what I thought were vague threats. He was talking about what would happen if I went to the west side of Chicago, talking about Swiss cheese, Glocks with switches.
You know what Swiss cheese is? Huh?
What is it?
It's a Glock with a switch. You know what a switch is?
Yeah. You're saying that's what's going to happen to me if I go there?
No, I ain't saying that's gonna happen to you. I ain't dumb. I'm just saying that's what we got.
The Gambit. Now, maybe Jake didn't mean those things as threats. I don't know. But that's just to set the tone. This is how it was between Jake and I before things got interesting. Eventually, on that day, I got Jake to a point where he'd talk to me a little bit more cordially. I told Jake I was leaving. He said bye. And instead of leaving, I walked to the gas station up the road and I bought 2 Black and Milds and a Monster. Because at one point, Nick Sorter had come over, asked if I wanted anything from the gas station, and then he left. Jake said he wanted a Monster. Of course, Nick did not bring him a Monster. He brought me a water. And then Jake said, "Where's my Monster?" You know, that kind of thing. So I bought him a Monster too. And I came back and I said, "Here's your Monster." And he said, well, it turns out he didn't actually like Monster. But I got him the Black and Milds. And we smoked them together. And you could see his face kind of lit up.
I don't drink that. I honestly don't drink it. It was a joke, bro.
Take it. It's you, bro.
But now you have one.
Don't drink this.
I got you something else, though. It's all right.
Why are you getting me stuff?
Wow, I was hungry. I was just doing a little pit stop for us. For me and you.
This was a joke. I don't drink no Monster, bro.
Find somebody who likes it then. I don't like it.
I love this state.
It's true. It's true.
Can't find him? You gotta take your whole jacket off to get him?
I don't drink that.
Well, did anybody drink Monster?
Do you smoke a black, though?
Right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, that's definitely the wrong Black and Mild. I can see.
Nah, I got. What kind do you smoke?
I like a Jazz.
What color is Jazz?
It's orange.
Oh, you mean like kind of like this?
Okay, I'll take that. This probably, I'd rather drink this. It's close.
Nah, bro, we're gonna smoke some Black and Milds together. It's all right.
That wood tips? Oh, no, it's plastic.
We're back, guys. My phone died and my stick broke, but we're back.
Because eventually you just fob the seeds of judges or what? What's legal and what's not legal. Once you get past that,
Oh no, you gotta freak it, man. You just gonna smoke that hard ass thing.
I'm trying to tell you to get the fiberglass out.
We call this freaking
Camping
Black
it.
and Mild, bro. So it make it easier. You're gonna be smoking that thing for an hour. You gotta You unseasoned chicken, baby. You gotta let them teach you.
Wait, today's kids know how to chant?
See how hard it is for you to hit it?
Not at all. I find it it's important to get
watch the difference with mine.
information from all different sources because sometimes people, pieces here and there.
You don't know.
Jake says you gotta break it up.
Break what up?
Yeah, we connected out here too.
He's smoking it.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Somebody finna get doxxed.
Always a rabbit red says. That was another
Why do you
reason
guys only have?
get out of Texas.
Here it comes.
I didn't want my daughter to be growing up in that environment.
They still saying my name. My name is not Derek Denard. Don't believe everything you see on social media.
They're saying they love us, Jake.
Which is Northville area, so like
MAGA J. That is disgusting.
That's
When I
funny.
left that day, Jake fist bumped me.
They want to say goodbye to you, Jake. Say goodbye to the people.
Hey,
Bro, I don't fuck with y'all, bro.
that's the most Gen X thing I've ever seen.
On my page saying racist shit, gang.
Don't say racist shit to Jake, guys. Come on.
They ass racist
Say goodbye to the
already.
ones
You
who love
think
you.
Shane? Hell no.
Look at all that. They're all saying bye, Jake. See that?
Alright, motherfuckers. I guess some of they bitch ass is being nice. I did no such thing.
Hey,
Oh,
I called
my
it
God.
fiberglass as a kid. I'm going to call it fiberglass
Good night,
now.
Jake. Bye, Jake. Oh,
Can't teach
shit.
an old dog new
I
tricks.
done changed you motherfuckers. No watermelon.
Oh, see?
I done changed you motherfuckers. Alright, bye motherfuckers. Y'all being nice. Oh, there go the watermelon. Damn. As soon as I said
You brought it on that time. You had to know when you said it they were gonna do it.
the internet is crazy.
You know, as much as eventually I managed to get Jake to be cordial with me, he was still saying Charlie Kirk deserved to die. He was saying vile shit about Erica Kirk.
The next day, there wasn't much of note, but Jake and I were cool. We didn't have any issues. Towards the end of the day, Jake came over and he sat next to me and he started reading my chat and he was joking around with the chat. Super funny. But what was interesting is the chat started to like Jake. And I think Jake started to like the chat, despite the fact that they would troll him with things like watermelons and emojis of fried chicken. And these are things that I don't endorse, but when he keeps bringing it up, of course the chat is going to spam these things. But he even started to think that it was funny. I think.
He did.
But eventually, those watermelons stopped being watermelons and started becoming hearts for Jake.
They're saying we should run for president together.
Oh, shit. I was definitely making some racist comments during this point because it's dark, right? And you'd get up in the camera like, tell him to fucking open his eyes or smile. I can't see him.
Ain't no motherfucking JD Vance, bitch.
See?
Hey, who want to come out west with me?
The mic is right here, by the way.
Mr. Whip.
This is
Crack
the mic.
baby. You a crack.
There you go, Jake.
Somebody send some money, man.
Let's see. Matt, thank you for the $10 super chat. Black don't crack till they. Oh, come on. You don't say that shit.
That's so
Be nice to
corny.
Jake.
You can say that shit. That is corny as fuck. You a cornball, gang.
Black
You
don't
sent
crack,
$10,
but he's on
you
it.
broke as fuck. My man want 3 hot dogs and a $6 bill. You sent $10. Fuck is you doing?
Oh, for sure, Yeti, for sure.
Somebody send 100. Somebody send 100.
Dude, he was helping getting some donos. I ain't gonna lie.
Send 100. We love Jake. Ooh, what that was? Another $10. Broke bitch.
Hey, Jake 2028. Thanks for the $10, TK.
Broke
Or
bitch.
$10, I mean.
Broke bitch. Add a 0.
Thank you for the $10.
Jake is funny. Jake dick big. $2. Oh, cut it off, Cam.
I will
Cut it
go
off.
out west with you. Since you go out west with you.
Oh, my
Thank you
kids,
for the
meet me
$2.
right here.
Oh, somebody sent 20. Tukamesh, thank you for the
Jake
$20.
Darrell, That's like a man name. Fuck on.
Oh, somebody sent 100.
See? Look at his eyes.
Jeff Harbert, thank you for the $100 donation.
See?
Julia Rose, thank you for the $4. For the Jake Monster Fund.
You need me.
David Lee, thank you for the $5. Tell him David Lee Tell David Lee he's lame.
David, I'll beat your ass. Follow my Instagram, bitch. WD Nice.
Classic Red Hawk. Thank you for the 35 CAR. Jake and I are cool, bro.
The more and more cordial him and I got.
Stand down well. What comb yesterday? Ain't no comb today? Oh, where the comb at? You don't know where the comb's at? I like the laugh. I ain't like y'all. I ain't got no problem with laughing.
Like, we're getting conflicting fucking stories.
He's actually an undercover ICE agent.
Stop playing, Cam.
I'm trying to help you. You still want to go to the
These people
facility?
trying to harm me. Keep on recording.
This is, you have a badge to get in there, man.
No, I don't. Right now. They don't fuck with me because I'm funny, and I put complaints on Williams. Somebody fuck with me.
Even though he's on the other side, he cut it with the Charlie Kirk stuff. He stopped coming after me. He stopped insulting me. We kind of just started hanging out. Now, I didn't know the status of Jake and I. I didn't know if he was really cool with me or if it was just to avoid conflict. He seemed kind of tired some of these days. It's not easy being on your feet all day and being out of these things. Then on one night, after a lot of tension, after brawls with the police, several protesters started threatening me, asking me what I'd do if they robbed me, and walking towards me in an aggressive manner. And it was just then that Jake stepped between us, facing them, and intervened.
This is the day when they go back to the tent, too. Yeah, you're going to see another dude coming up like he's a fucking ninja or something.
Now, he did it in a very, I'm not on his side kind of way. He basically said, if you touch this white boy, you're going to immediately go to jail, which isn't true. And he pushed them back, not physically, but calmed them down and had them step back. Now, the reason this is extremely interesting is because on day 2, where him and I were walking up and down, chat started making jokes that I should hire Jake as my security, and I voiced those jokes to him. And he basically said, yeah, if somebody touches you, I'm not doing shit.
Oh, dude, they're saying you should be my security.
If somebody do something to Charlie, I ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
We had come a long way, because this is a moment where somebody was about to touch me, and he did do something. Not only that, I had a big, bulky security guard this day. His name was Cello. He was great. Jake knew that. Jake knew I was safe, most likely, but still took it upon himself to put his body between them and me. Very interesting. That night, I was in Discord voice chat hanging out with subscribers when one of them suggested we should get Jake in here as a joke. And then I said, well, unfortunately, somebody in the YouTube chat while I was live did find Jake's Facebook, and I know what it is. And so my thought process was I could message him and maybe he'll join. We are cool to some degree. And so I did it. And he said, okay, cool. And he joined. Now, when he first joined, we were trolling him.
Of course.
We had a Trump impersonator in the chat. Jake fell for it for a short period.
Well, I don't understand
Somebody
why you
know
would
how to do that shit so good,
Excuse me. Hold on.
Oh my God, that's lame.
Quiet.
I'm not doing it. Like,
I'm telling you what.
Talk at the same time. Back on the camera.
You're making
Talk
this
at the
harder
same
for
time.
yourself. I'll be honest with you. You're
Bro,
making
be
this
careful,
harder
he's
for
gonna get
yourself.
Secret
Now,
Service on
listen.
you. President wouldn't be saying nothing like that.
I'll be
bro.
honest. You're a tough cookie, but I don't know.
Damn, that cookie shit
here's the
sound
thing.
bad, bro.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
Black man cookie.
I'm not racist.
I think you took it that way. I think that's a little inappropriate.
Y'all love this man this much. You can sound like him like that, bro. I only understand
That's not how that works.
Mexicans.
Hey, if he's a
You
cookie,
say
I'm
what?
gonna bite.
I only understand racism. I know Donald Trump ain't in here now, because Trump don't even play all that shit.
You know, here's the thing, okay? You have to understand this, Derek. I'm very busy. But I do make time for Cam, okay? You have to understand that I do make time for him because he's on the ground. He does a lot of work. He's doing a lot of things right now that's very beneficial for, I think, people to see. They need to see it. You've got a lot of nasty
Somebody
comments that,
needs to be
excuse
on
me,
TV.
excuse me. quiet. Settle down. Here's the thing. We're going to make America great again. And it doesn't matter what you say, what you do. Nothing's going to stop that. And you have to understand that because Cam is doing a fantastic job. He's going around. He's getting everything
I like Cam.
nice and
I
recorded.
like all Cam beliefs.
And I respect that. I respect that. You're a tough guy.
Somebody
and
is good,
we
bro.
know about it. We know about it. But here's the thing. Honestly, you need to be a little bit. You need to be a little bit more vigilant for Cam, okay? I see that you're really protecting him, and I appreciate that a lot.
Until eventually I messaged Jake and told him it was a troll. But Jake proceeded to stay in that voice chat for hours. And then he came back, and he kept coming back.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just today, he was in voice chat with my subscribers for 8 to 10 hours. And I was not there for most of it.
Oh,
I know
wow.
that because Jake told me. They just hang out. And Jake has started to realize maybe conservatives aren't so bad. Initially, he thought that all conservatives or Republicans were racist by default because he
Right.
had never met one. And today, he said this. After this week, Jake, how has your opinion on Republicans changed?
That's a good question. Let me see, man.
Scale
I
1
guess
to
the
10.
biggest thing is I just don't think they all bad. Like, I thought they all was bad. Let me see. What else, man? And then I learned that I share a lot of the same beliefs with them, and that's weird for me. That's a big
You'd
one.
be surprised. I have a
agreed
lot more
on
conservative values.
a lot of shit that Republicans feel, and I didn't realize it. And then shit, yeah, them probably the biggest two things, man. Like it actually bothers me how much I agree, because I'm like, damn. You know, with the whole narrative you being lied to, and then I sit here and agree with these motherfuckers on 10 straight topics, and it's like, oh, shit.
I'm telling you,
know
man.
What I'm saying? Like, so,
You're 95%
know.
Republican, dude.
I'm not 90 nothing. Now, I would give it like 20.
Hey.
Maybe 20%.
He's like 40-60, you know?
How long have you been in this Discord today, Jake?
I thought I had this much in common with some Republicans. I never thought I'd be in a fucking Discord talking to them for 8 to 10 fucking hours my whole fucking day. But shit, it is what it is, man.
Hell yeah, dude, that's sick. I mean, my Discord is 90% conservatives. All are welcome, by the way. The link is in the description. You can join whether you're a liberal, communist, fascist. I don't care. Everybody's welcome. I love debate. I want everybody to be having conversations and changing people's minds and stuff like that. But as it stands right now, the active user's 90% conservative. He's sending things in chat like, good night, good people with a heart. The reason I'm telling you guys all of this is because I think it's beautiful. This is what we should be doing, is talking to people on the other side. This is what it achieves. It's important not only for people like Jake to talk to us, but also for us to talk to people like Jake. People on his side. Liberals. Now, I think fortunately for us, the majority of the people in most cities are liberals. So we know what it's like to talk to liberals. And I think a lot of conservatives tend to hide that they're conservatives.
Nah.
Which causes people like Jake to not have realized they've ever spoken to a conservative. So all they hear is what the media feeds them, which gives them a warped view of who and what we are. Us talking to them not only just changes our perspective of what they are, but also makes them realize, via us talking to them, they're actually people, and they're not racist. Because a lot of what Jake was saying in the beginning was, he realized I'm not racist, because I was hanging out with him, and he kept saying things like, how does your chat feel you're hanging out with a black man? And I'm like, dude, my chat's loving it. I just think this was such an important story. I think super interesting, very beautiful, and I'm very happy about it, and I hope that Jake sticks around in the Discord and continues to hang out with my people, and I hope my people continue to embrace him. And by the way, like, you know, if all conservatives were racist, they wouldn't have begged me to get Jake into the chat.
True.
And also, I don't monitor
Unless they wanted to mock
the
him.
Discord that closely. Like, I pop in here and there to show face and, you know, give the people exposure to me and access to me as a reward for joining Discord, and I join to debates sometimes. But I'm not in there, like, making sure that people aren't racist to Jake. I've appointed a moderator to make sure that, you know, any N-words get banned and stuff like that. But even he's not in there all the time. And if that was happening, I don't think Jake would stick around.
Yeah, probably not.
There was one person who joined and called Jake the N-word. What was interesting is my people freaked out on that person. What's really interesting
What's
is
the
I
hard
was
R?
in VC with Jake today, and he said something to the effect of, I don't know why you hired that big-ass security guard. I'd do it for free and make sure nobody's going to touch you. He's also taken back the Charlie Kirk stuff. Now, I know once you say stuff, you can't really take it back, but I did talk to him about why he said it. And he said it because, again, he had never met a Republican. He thought we were all racist, and he was angry. And he said it out of rage so that he could cut us as deeply as he felt we're cutting him in being racist. Only to come and find out that the overwhelming majority of us aren't. And I don't want to excuse that behavior, but I do think he's come a long way. I think a lot of his worldview has shifted. And it's been, honestly, an honor to watch it happen in real time. And I think this kind of changes how
Wait
we
a second.
should...
If he pre-recorded this, why did he keep the fucking cough in? That's... Alright.
treat these people.
I'll let it play.
Because it's possible that when people are crazy and they hate conservatives and they want to do us harm, might not be because they actually hate us, but because they hate what they think we are. And that can be fixed. Maybe they don't even believe what they're saying. Maybe they're just trying to hurt us. So with that being said, make sure to like, subscribe.
I don't know why. I don't
The white
not,
man came
not
over to-
like Jake, but I kind of don't like Jake. Has nothing to do with his being black. It's just that, how do they say it? First impressions? First impressions. If I see more of them, maybe. But I don't think I'm going to see more of Jake from State Farm. So, you saw a black man from West Side Chicago who obviously did not like Republicans, pretty much doesn't like white people, but I think that deep down inside he really has one of those kind hearts, but he will murder a bitch. He will murder a bitch. Now, if that's what happens when you have actual dialogue, great. But you also have to think, like, when you see some of these leftists on the streets, they're showing you exactly who they are. And you know you can't change their mind. Especially when they're boomers. Why do I say that?
To America and stole this land from the Native Americans.
You don't have to stay
Trust
on
me,
this
when
stolen
my oldest
land.
graduates, we're leaving.
Where are you going?
Probably Germany because that's where my blood.
What do you hope King Charles gets out of this this poster?
King Charles?
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping he understands that we're fighting for freedom as we once did.
It's important for King Charles to know that, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Huh?
Or is there another king you're talking about?
No.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to be on that land? That's okay. You know what they did to Jews there? That's your descendants? That's up to you.
Apologizing to the Germans.
The Germans are the victims.
The Germans are the ones who recognize the issues that the Jews had with other people and the entitlement that they had with their religion, and so now they're committing genocide in order to grant a land grab, just like the United States did.
Wait.
We are on our way to the No Kings protest, or as the Republicans in office are calling it, the Hate America rally. It's going to be big, and so in order to stay safe, instead of being scared of going and letting them intimidate us, we prepared today. We have a whole crew with me to keep me safe. We're with them right now. They're driving me to location. Thank you guys for making this possible by donating to me at patreon.com/Caitlin Bennett to my security fund. The only reason I come out and do this content and can do it safely is your guys' support. So thank you. I really appreciate it. I love doing this. I love fighting for what I believe in, and I love having fun while doing it. And you make that happen. So thanks. We're gonna have a good time, and everything will be safe. How are you today?
Oh no.
You're all
I know who
right?
you are.
I know who you are.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
What's my name?
I don't want to say your name publicly. Your name is Caitlin Bennett.
Your name is Billy.
How are you doing today? What are you protesting?
Donald Trump and just everything that he's done, his whole administration. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he calls me terrorist, so.
Does he?
When did he do that?
Not that long ago. When the
What did he say?
Not what he said specifically. Well, actually, what he said specifically was that as soon as all that happened, before they even released anything officially by the FBI, which was a bunch of bullcrap.
About what? I don't know what you're talking about. Released
So-
what about from the FBI?
When the Charlie Kirk shooting happened,
Right.
Who was the first group of people that was blamed, basically, without any evidence, without any hard proof, concrete, anything? Who was blamed?
Yeah, the violent left.
The violent left, yeah.
Are you saying that was a wrong thing to assume?
Yeah, no, there was no hard or concrete evidence. How are you going to throw it on a group of people that, realistically speaking, have been involved in a very minor amount of mass violence?
You mean
wanna talk
liberal?
about everything that's been going on in the past couple weeks?
Real
Who
quick,
is it?
real
It's
quick.
not a trans person. It's
Real
not a
quick.
Democrat. It's not a leftist. It's not
But
a
it
liberal.
has been.
Okay, one second.
Psychotic right wingers. Okay.
Well,
Are you blind?
psychotic right-winger didn't kill Charlie Kirk. A psychotic left-winger who was actually indoctrinated and radicalized by this ideology right
What was
here
his name?
killed
What
him.
was his name?
I'm not repeating his name. Do you say now there is
wasn't
no
Tyler Robinson.
evidence? Was there any evidence that it was the left wing now?
There's no evidence to assume that now. They did everything in their power to try to smear it to a roommate. What the f does a roommate have to do with someone's actions?
His boyfriend?
Are you
think people
telling
are that
me?
susceptible? I'm sorry. I can't even say the word. That just like prone to be influenced by someone like that?
Are you saying that today, with the evidence we have, you're going to tell me that it wasn't a violent left-wing radical?
It was not.
Who was it then?
I mean,
What evidence are you reading?
the evidence that's come out of the FBI, the evidence has been coming out of.
Do you
all
think
sorts of
people are on the left wing, perhaps a little radicalized when they engrave,
You
"Hey
know what
fascist,
okay, let me
get
stop
your
you in
hand
your
out of my face"? Number one, the bullet was engraved, "Hey fascist, catch." Who calls the other side fascist? Which side
Who
is
gets
doing
offended
that?
by being called a fascist?
Yeah. Well, people are
So
being
can we call
killed
you a
because they're
fascist?
being called fascists.
Maybe because fascism is a fucking horrible ideology to uphold. Like,
Are you justifying what happened to Charlie?
no, I don't believe
You
anyone
support
should have
socialism?
died the way that he did, but he was
You
not
support communism.
the most stable or coherent person, or not coherent, but
Then you
his ideas
support
were not that
fascism.
great, honestly. Like,
I don't care what you think about his ideas. Apparently,
his ideas matter though,
the
because that's what he
ideas-
did. He would go out and talk to people about his ideas, and what were his ideas? The exact same shit that got him killed.
Okay, so he brought his death upon himself.
He did.
We're
All right.
divided. And we need a peacemaker to bring us together, not to continue to separate us and divide us.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think it helps to bring people together when we can't even say you shouldn't be on federal airwaves given a license by the federal government to lie about the person who shot Charlie Kirk in the neck, who was so radicalized by some posters I've seen here today calling him a fascist, saying that Trump supporters are fascists. Trump is a dictator. That's really scary stuff.
It is
That's
very
what got
scary
Charlie Kirk killed, is that someone was radicalized into thinking their rights were being taken away. Trump was a fascist. Charlie Kirk was a fascist.
And do you know, according to the quote-unquote shooter, right? Because we still don't even have proof of that because
Yeah,
the
we do.
FBI has not released actual bullet.
How do you know that?
information or-
So, do you
Because
think
a
you
lot of
have the
things are
right
public-
to everything?
It's public knowledge.
No, it's not. It's being
You can
investigated.
go
That's definitely
and
not
look
public
up
knowledge.
police reports and yes, there are certain things that
So
are
when there's an
public
investigation going on, you do not get all
Right.
the information that
Not
they
right
have.
up front, no. But why are they taking so long? Other cases, like George Floyd, for example, that was open and shut case.
No, it
No, it
wasn't.
It was
wasn't.
very much so.
It definitely wasn't.
I'm here to cover your protests and talk to you guys.
No, it's a rally.
It's a protest.
It's a rally.
It's a
Okay,
protest.
I don't care what you call it.
I don't care what you call it, but I call it a rally.
Why wouldn't you want it to be called a protest?
Because protest is indicative of something negative. It's not.
Is it?
This is a rally of people who all have a similar point
It's
of
a
view.
protest.
You're rallying against somebody that you don't like, so that would be a protest? You're right.
No, it's not. It's a rally.
That's fine.
And I can
How
show
do you
you
have
an
a
email
turtle
from.
from Mexico? You
I'm
know.
sorry. I can show you an email from Tara Paulson, the chief of staff for Durham Buchanan, who calls it a rally.
Okay, I don't really care what you call it. I don't really care. Don't touch me. Stop touching me.
I mean, I wouldn't say that,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm gonna have it happen exactly like this, but he was out here. What did he preach? Second Amendment rights. Everyone can have a gun.
He didn't
Everyone
say
can-
that.
Really? So he didn't say he's okay with the deaths of people just to have the freedoms of having guns, basically.
Tell me his quote. Give me the context.
I can't do it off the top of my head.
I can do it off the top of my head. He was talking about on a panel. He was talking about how we as a society have decided that there are certain
Accept the
things.
consequence of there being deaths.
Oh my goodness!
Let her
me
talk.
talk.
So
Let
accept
me.
it. Why is he mad? He would, if he could come
Right,
out of the
faggot.
ground right now, he'd be like, yeah, you know, this is what I believed. At the end of
Oh, I get it now. I get it. He's a retarded faggot.
the day, this happened. It shouldn't, and it's not something we should celebrate, but it happened, and he promoted that. So, can you really be mad at yourself for that? I don't think so.
Yo, you can tell this guy, he does this
Real
around his
bad.
normal group of people, and he always has these people to back him up. And people are like, I don't want to get labeled as transphobic, so yeah, you win, dude, you win. And now he doesn't know how to act because it's not garnering the reaction he wants.
Right now.
Okay. I think it's funny that these people come out here and they tell me that Charlie Kirk had all these terrible ideas. Number one, they can't name any of his ideas. Number two, I have heard so many people justify him dying, that he's the violent one when it's their party radicalizing people with the rhetoric happening today for why he died. These people should be so ashamed of themselves for even mentioning his name. They're the reason he is dead, because they are radicalizing people with their violent rhetoric, and I'm sick of it.
The immigrants are the reason that America is America.
No, that's not true.
Really? Do you know the history of America?
I do.
Yeah,
You
settlers
White
came
people
over.
came over and murdered en masse. Yes, they did, en masse. Murdered innocent women and children at gunshot from behind, slitting their throats. Yeah, you want to believe
that
the history of Christopher Columbus? You go ahead. If that's the history you want to believe is real, then please.
I think
but that is not the correct history.
Okay.
The correct history is the white man came over to America and stole this land from the Native Americans.
We didn't steal it.
I'm pretty sure that Columbus was... No, that was Vespucci.
This is
anything.
their land. Yes, we did.
Then why are you here?
Yes, we did.
Then you should leave.
I was brought here by my ancestors, unfortunately.
You can go
and
back.
Guess what? No, I can't.
We will set up a
can't get
GoFundMe
visa.
for you.
I cannot. No, you cannot get a citizenship outside of the U.S. In another country.
Wrong. Jimmy Kimmel did it. If you go to Germany, I think you have to be a resident for 10 years, 5 to 10 years, and you can apply for citizenship. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Unless you have bloodline ties.
So
Not
they
true.
can have immigration laws, but we can't. Then we're racist for our immigration laws, but other countries need a bloodline descendant for you to have a visa in theirs. That's funny. I could find at least one country for you to go back to, and I'll buy you a one-way ticket. How about that? You don't have to stay
Trust
on
me,
this
when
stolen
my oldest
land.
graduates, we're leaving.
Where are you
Good.
going?
Probably Germany, because that's where my bloodline comes.
Wait, what? Her bloodline's from Germany? Did they immigrate here under certain circumstances after World War II?
That's where your bloodline comes from?
And that's the only place I can get
very
to.
good, very
Yep,
good.
that's not
You would
here.
choose to go to Germany.
I would choose
no
for-
kings, no dictators.
I would choose for
But
free
my
healthcare.
bloodline
I
comes
would
from
choose
Germany,
for-
and I want to go back to Germany. You want to talk about this land being stolen? You know what happened in Germany, man?
You know
want to
what?
be on that land?
Because-
Up to you. Whoa. You want to be on that land? That's okay. You know what they did to Jews there? That's your descendants. That's up to you.
Apologizing to the Germans.
I'm sorry, what?
The Germans are the victims.
The Germans are the ones who recognize the issues that the Jews had with other people and the entitlement that they had with their religion, and so now they're committing genocide in order to grant land grab, just like the United States did.
All right.
Wouldn't you think they would be going to get back to Germany and taking Germany over? But yes, that's exactly what the Jews are doing. Now we have an actual Nazi right here. We have an actual Nazi, ladies and gentlemen. But because she's not a Republican or conservative, we're going to look past that because she wants universal health care.
So why don't you sit here and say, I am so sorry, World War II Germany.
I'm not going to say anything you tell me to
You
say.
want to
I already
apologize
asked
to
you
them?
step away peacefully.
You want to
know?
apologize to Germany?
I would like you to step away from me
You
peacefully.
know?
She said,
I agree with this. I agree.
we should be apologizing to Germany. I've never seen a Hitler apologist before in my life. As I was walking away, she said, you're in a fascist cult. I'm not the one saying we should apologize to Germany because people are, saying terrible things about what they did years ago. So, that's her
109 countries.
bloodline. Respect if
pretty
that's
sure
her
it's only
bloodline and where she
increasing.
comes from. At least she's respecting her family and stuff. So, I can't blame her too much. She respects her ancestors and
I was thinking about this the other day. I was watching something on Israel, and they said something. It was like founded by 6 million, right? 6 million Jews. Wait, 6 million Jews. Carry the 2. Didn't they tell you 6 million Jews died? Or did they resettle? Because remember, there was underground tunnels.
how dare people just be so mean to those Nazis? I can't believe it. Her grandpa was probably so upset with the things they were calling him. Anything else you want to say?
Where they came from instead of taking over a land that didn't belong to them and murdering people en masse.
Ma'am, you could leave the country right now.
You can.
And I'm leaving the country in December. What's
Leave
your
right now. I'll fund
When
it
your
for
kid's
you.
done with high school?
Why would you stand here in stolen land like this? How dare
So either one of two things is your kid's really dumb and he failed the final semester of his senior year, or you're lying.
you?
Because I have no opportunity to go until my kids graduate from high school.
Click the like button if you would fund a ticket for her. We could even set up a donation
I
link.
need multiple tickets. I have a family. Thank you.
Yeah, we could fund all of that for you. So message me on
Now you got an
Instagram. We're
excuse?
going to set up a GoFundMe. We'll get you as many tickets as you need so you do not have to be here on this stolen land, okay?
Oh, I know you.
I know you. That's why I came over. You're the dancing protester, aren't you?
I guess.
What are you dancing for today?
You know what? We are dancing for the rights of the people to not have a dictator. We're afraid that we're losing our democracy.
No. Yo, that might be one of the symbols. You know how they have certain symbols that represent pedophilia?
The rights of the people to not have a dictator. We're afraid that we're losing our democracy and that it's really just going the wrong way.
What's the choreography for that one? Give me a little.
Well,
that's all you got? Break it down, girl.
Because you know what? I am down the middle on a lot of things.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
So
well, you say you're down the middle, but then you called our president a dictator.
Well,
I don't know if that's very down the middle.
I said he wants to be.
To the flag
He
of the
wants to
United
be a
States of
dictator.
America.
Okay. Why do you think that?
And to the
I
country
think
for
that
which
because he is
stands.
really
One
picked
nation,
and
under
put stuff
God,
together instead of.
indivisible.
Yo, dude, if you're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance on camera, say it right.
He wants to be.
To the flag
He
of the
wants to
United
be a
States of
dictator.
America.
Okay. Why do you think
And
that?
to the
I
country
think
for
that
which
because.
You mean, and to the republic for which it stands? Not the country. That's why you don't know we're not a democracy.
He is really picked and put stuff together instead of.
With
He agrees with anybody.
You're making me nervous so close to the road. Will you come in the grass?
Oh,
I'm just nervous for you. Like, these cars are going fast.
Yeah.
But I want you to be safe.
Okay, so what I feel is that he really, really loves the attention, and he loves that. I mean, he would just campaign.
He's a TV star. He loves the attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I think that we need to clean house.
And the No Kings, somebody was saying that it applied to like the medieval times where, I believe they said it was in France, where they said no kings and they meant that by chopping their heads off.
With a lot.
But how does that make him a dictator or want to be a dictator?
Well, because he's taken away rights of people that I don't think he should be. I mean,
what rights are he taking away?
Well, I do believe that we've seen a lot of racism now. And
what rights is he taking away?
Well, the right to. Hey, mother.
What? No. Oh, you can't phone a friend this time.
Can I phone a friend? Because
No.
I do, I don't want to say, okay, he's taken away everybody's rights, but he has said it out of his own mouth that he will be a dictator on day one.
Oh
He
my
did
fucking
say that.
God.
We all know that. And I understand that he's not a dictator now.
Yeah.
But I think that when you act like one and you say you want to be one, and when I say act like one, he wants everybody to really, really worship him. Now, let me tell you, when I say I'm in the middle, I do not believe in abortion, okay? I do not believe, there are things that I don't believe in, and so I'm really kind of the down the middle person.
Okay.
No, you're not.
And I'm sorry, I love Candace Owens. I love what Tucker Carlson's doing. I love what they're doing, okay?
You're an interesting person.
Thank you. I mean, you know what? We don't need to fund all this stuff. We have enough problems in our country.
I agree with you.
Our country first.
Are you trolling him?
It's hard to do that, and it's hard to find a common ground to do that when you're saying that he wants to be a dictator and taking away rights, when you actually can't name a single right that he's taken away.
And I
Dictators don't let people come out here and draw goofy
Right.
pictures of them or protest against them.
Yeah. What rights he's taken away? He's taken away the right of Congress to allocate where the funds go.
That's not a right.
He's designed $20 million to go to Argentina without a vote of Congress, without any authority. He has taken money from 2026's budget for the military and put it over to pay the military now.
So
Actually, that didn't come from 2026 budget. I'm so confused. He reallocated it from some other portions of the military.
People have rights.
Rights. Congress represents us.
Congress doesn't have rights. What rights of the people has he taken away?
Dude, when it comes
a
to
lot of
Gavin
people-
Newsom and fucking guns, like especially ones that carry more than 5 rounds, what does he think he's going to accomplish? What is that going to accomplish? Nothing. People are going to still get guns. They live on the fucking border. People are still going to get guns.
He's taken away the right of freedom. He's taken away a lot of legal
Specific
areas.
rights. What rights are being stripped from people?
The right to assemble.
You're doing it right now. Respectfully, ma'am, you're doing it right now. So how's he taking away that right?
Now, but in many places that's not happening. In Portland, Oregon, it's not happening. In Chicago, it's not happening.
Those are violent protests where ICE agents are being rammed into with cars and shot at with guns.
And
are you denying that's happening?
Absolutely.
You don't believe that's happening?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What news do you watch?
I read CNN, Times, and I listen to MSNBC.
Yeah, that might be why you haven't heard. You heard nothing.
Watch nothing but Fox.
Yeah, I don't actually listen to mainstream news. Do you really haven't heard about the ICE? Have you heard about the illegal alien that was shot at from a left-wing terrorist because he was trying to kill ICE
I
agents?
read something this morning that Stefanik is pulling a little higher now. And it has Hochul worried.
Texas?
Ma'am.
Have you heard about that?
I've heard about all kinds of things.
Yeah.
I've heard about a PhD student at Tufts University who was dragged off the street by masked men and thrown into a car.
Power to the people, not to a king. What do you hope King Charles gets out of this poster?
King Charles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping he understands that we're fighting for freedom, as we once
Yeah.
did.
It's important for King Charles to know that, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Or is there another
Don't you know
king
why
you're
you're out
talking
there?
about?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. What would you say to our audience watching? What?
You're referring to this king? We don't want any kings in America.
Well, it says power to the king, to power to the people, not a king. I just thought maybe King Charles. You were wanting him to see this.
To King Charles.
Okay, who are you referring to? Which king?
King Charles. Pardon?
Said fuck King Charles.
I'm referring to our government, that we don't want anyone who believes that they are going to be a king.
Okay, I thought you were talking about an actual king. What's your sign say?
FDTJ.
All right. Why do you want to Donald Trump?
Oh, that's not exactly what I was saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That's what you
I
said.
thought that's what that stood for.
More or less.
Okay, so more or less, like, why
I
do you
don't
want to
sex with
do
Donald
that?
Trump now.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I thought that's what that meant. I'm sorry. Okay. No kings. Okay. Which king are you saying no to?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a pass
There's
on that.
King Charles. There's a sultan over in Africa. I just read about him. It's crazy. There's kings in Africa.
Got LeBron
Talking
James.
about kingship and everything. I mean, when Donald Trump's asking for a third, election, and FDR refused that because he knew the danger behind it.
He was joking. You don't think that was a joke?
No, I don't.
Okay, because he came out
These are
during
the same motherfuckers that were all for, and still are, for Barack Obama to run for a third term. Interesting.
town
I don't think
hall.
it's anything but a power grab.
He said it was a joke, and he sells Trump 2028 hats as
I'm
a
sure
joke.
he's also apologized for things that he hasn't meant in the past.
No,
so
he
it
didn't
doesn't matter.
apologize for it. He just
Well, I didn't
laughed
say he's
about it.
apologized, making a joke. I'm just simply saying that man says a lot of things that he doesn't believe, doesn't truly,
Juniper. Californians. I don't have any of these problems with weapons that you were talking about. We literally are a constitutional carry state. Welcome to the South.
Where do you see king-like behavior from him?
It's more dictatorship than king.
Okay. Where do you see dictatorship-like behavior?
I'm not going to fall for that. This is a
It's-
debated question.
Whoa.
But no.
You said that he's acting like
Whoa. We don't do anti-Semitic stuff here. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not pro-Semitic either.
a dictator, right?
He wants to be elected for a third term. FDR knew the danger behind that.
Is that the only thing you're
FDR fought
protesting
Nazis,
today?
And my grandfathers had the luxury of fighting Nazis, and I never thought that I'd have that same privilege. So it's where we are in
You
America.
don't look like you're fighting
Do you
for
believe
anything.
you're fighting Nazis today?
I believe that they exist, and Donald.
You consider this to fight in World War I and II? You consider this, and you're thinking this is a noble thing to do? You're comparing this little fucking protest to what they did, getting shot at, being away from their families, probably getting dysentery.
Trump and his cronies, they don't denounce him.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
He has literally said, I fully denounce Nazis and white
Good
supremacists.
folks on both sides.
We are still going on about this. Wow, there is so
Yeah, he's still in
there's
power.
so
So
much
as long
information.
as he's doing his thing, yeah, of course.
Okay, so where do you see that he wants to be a dictator besides joking about 2028?
Not going into that with you, darling.
That's the only proof you have?
It's not proof necessarily, no.
Oh.
I know it's not proof, so I gave you a little
So much
credit
is
saying
opinionated
that.
these days, so I'm not gonna go into that with you, darling.
Is it that you
I was
won't?
saying that earlier. So basically, Nazis, like all these other terms, racist, bigot, fag, they've all pretty much lost their meaning because you use it for everything, whether it's positive or negative. Like, I know when we were in the Army, we used to call each other faggots all the time, but that was like a term of endearment. Except for when we actually did have a fag in the platoon, and He actually made gay jokes to start it off with. I was like, holy shit. He's like, I'm gay. I'm gay, and yes, we do have sense of humor. I'm like, oh, good job, faggot. What was his name? Jolly. I'm not gonna say his first name, but no shit, his last name was Jolly. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid from Cali.
Or that you don't have any proof behind what you're saying.
Good fucking medic.
I'm not going to get caught up in the mess, darling. I have an opinion, but yeah, no, I'm
Just
not going to get caught
asking,
up in it.
how is he acting
No,
like
this
a
is the same-
dictator?
This is the same thing that a lot of other people do, like Charlie Kirk. You know, he would debate 19-year-olds that weren't prepared for the discussion.
Are you 19?
No.
Are you prepared?
Not necessarily, but I don't.
Okay, then why are you out of protest? To be fair, why are you like the 12th person that has brought up a
I'm not
man?
the spokesperson.
Why are you the 12th
not a
person that has brought
spokesperson.
up Charlie Kirk when it's your side who radicalized someone into killing him? It's frustrating me a lot. Why do
And they
you
approve
guys
of
keep
that?
bringing up his name?
They have proof of that?
Yes, Tyler Robinson is a left-wing violent radical who was radicalized by anti-fascist propaganda on Reddit and on the dark web. It's just Reddit.
Tell that to his smiling wife days after he's dead.
Yeah, you're disgusting.
Okay.
You're disgusting.
Defend your racist rapist one more time. Let's
Take
go.
your mask off.
My racist rapist.
Yeah, Donald Trump.
Take your
How
mask
is he
off,
a
tough guy.
rapist?
How many sexual or sexual misconduct allegations does he have against
Tell
him?
me.
You tell me.
Tell me how you made the claim. Back it up.
No, you tell me.
You don't even know. You can't name
36.
one. You can't name
January
36
6th.
rape allegations, huh?
That's not a rape
misconduct.
allegation.
Okay.
Fuck out of here,
How
dude.
is he a racist?
Are you for real?
Yeah.
The fact that he won't stand up and denounce Nazis.
He already did.
Okay,
Just
wait,
because
what?
you say
How many
he
years
didn't
down the
doesn't
road?
mean he didn't do it.
How many
The
years
same
down
day.
the road?
Why do you keep backing up? You're trembling, you're shaking.
Oh, it's not
There's
trembling
one
and shaking,
thing, I
darling.
come
It's
out to
windy
talk
and
to
I'm
these
holding a
people,
sign.
and I'm like, oh, he's a racist. How is he a racist? I'm gonna go back from
As a
something
woman, you
clear
defended
back in his first term. Yeah, as a woman, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Why can't I be a woman who supports
Well, you
Trump?
can definitely be a woman. I encourage it.
Yeah. Why don't you show your face, by the way?
Because no, not going there.
Yeah,
You're
coward.
not proud enough of your opinions that you
no,
won't
I'm
show
proud.
your
I'm
you won't
proud.
show your face, huh?
I just like having a job.
You said you're pissed
Coward.
off about the freedoms for women. Do you want to talk about that one?
Well, they got rid of Roe versus Wade, and they're speaking of women like they're just concubines.
That's why I like to run simultaneously on Rumble, because Rumble, you can put whatever the fuck you want in the chats, pretty much.
Just here to make babies.
When did they say anything like that?
Wait, what?
They're speaking of women like they're just concubines. Just
mean-
here to make babies.
When did they say anything like that?
I was talking to my daughters. I've talked to my daughters a lot about, what do they think a traditional woman is? And I guess this current generation, it's called trad wives, traditional wives, and they look down upon that. Why? What's wrong with a traditional wife and a traditional family? Have you not noticed? That's where the fucking decline started. Getting rid of traditional families. And I asked my kids, so, what would you say your ideal life would be? And both of them, dead ass, a stay-at-home mom. Dead ass, both of them. Very intelligent girls. Very good education. But they would rather be a stay-at-home wife. Or a stay-at-home mom. In the kitchen. Cooking. Don't know, man. Really is on who brought people up.
Quite frequently.
Can you give me one example or quote?
Oh.
No.
Oh, yes.
Is there anything that you're pissed about?
100% paid. 100%. Why do you think they had to put so much money into these No Kings protests when who pays for No Kings protests? They didn't just show up. They didn't make them signs. They don't have handlers and marshals Not like field marshals. Well, yeah, like a field marshal, where they guide them, send them where they go, and they push off the press and people they don't like. Democratic Socialists of America. What's that other one? New York City. Rise and Resist. Where are they getting their money from?
That you can give me examples and proof of?
No.
No. Why not? What are you protesting then?
The loss of our freedoms, that's what I'm protesting.
Yo,
I'm protesting them
You look like Stephen King.
disappearing people to countries, putting them in prison for no reason.
Where do you see, like, who do you see acting like their patriotism isn't racism?
You?
Me?
A lot of people.
I'm very
All of them.
Why would you say me?
It was a joke.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. What do you hope people driving by, when they read your sign, what do you hope they think about as they're driving home today?
Their racism should not be patriotic.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
We're all here together.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to talk to you, so.
Why
Yeah,
not?
because what you said doesn't make
Thanks.
sense.
Why not?
I just don't.
Okay. Okay. I think they should stop pretending that their rhetoric isn't violent and rooting to radicalizing people. Are you a Christian?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You said that you fought for women's rights. Do you mean abortion?
No, I fought for women's rights.
Okay.
Everything to do with women's rights.
Does that include abortion?
If it's appropriate.
Okay. When, as a Christian, would you ever say abortion?
Bro. She's why women shouldn't vote.
Is appropriate.
I believe if someone is a victim
Hey,
of
what's up, Corey?
incest, or if they have been raped. I was molested and sexually assaulted as a young girl, so I have feelings about that.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that happened to
Hey,
you.
yeah, it
I do
sucks.
have to ask. I have at least one person with me who was the product. His mother was raped, and she got pregnant with him. Can you tell me which one?
Doesn't matter.
But he's
That's
a person,
their
right?
choice. That's
but
their choice.
But did he? But would
It's
he
the
have been
mother's
deserved to
choice.
die?
It's the mother's and the doctor's choice. Has no business to do with the government, no business to do with anybody but the mother and the doctor and her God.
So,
nobody else.
Do you think that has anything to do with the government when we restrict the body autonomy of someone committing a crime against someone else? So someone drowning their child or raping somebody else. Don't you think that's wrong? That the government should step in about that?
I don't know that I can answer that.
Do you think the government should say, we will arrest you, it is illegal to rape someone?
Of course.
Okay. So the government does prevent people from doing things with their body, right?
Yeah, appears they do.
Yeah, they do, and they should. It should be illegal. People should not be able to use
shit.
their body to harm someone else's body, right?
True.
So that's where I come from, the perspective of when a woman gets pregnant, they're pregnant with another person. That is another person's body. And the government actually gives special privileges to women when they say that you are allowed to end someone else's life that you deem is an inconvenience to you. I think we should apply the law all across the board. Women should not be given special privileges to where they can end the life of their child.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah. What do you think about that as a Christian? And I'm a Catholic.
That's your opinion. I have my own opinion.
But you think God would be happy with this?
I have my own opinion.
Would Jesus be okay with?
I'm very critical of religion, especially Christianity. But from what I do know, is that these not conservatives, these liberals, these leftists that, I don't know, maybe they did turn away from God, a higher power. Like I said, I'm not a Christian, but I do believe in a higher power. I do. But I can't think of anything other than the Talmud that ask for violence. I can't think of one. Sorry, the gummies are kicking in, so I'm gonna start sounding like these bitches.
I have my own opinions.
Okay. Is your opinion that Jesus would be okay with this?
I have my own opinions. I don't speak for anybody but myself.
I'm asking for yourself.
I don't have any. I'm not willing to give you an answer.
Christians should not support abortion. at all for any
Oh.
reason.
So what about
Hey, Fellamon, look up Larry Ellison and his son, because one's the entertainment industry, one owns Oracle, and the entertainment guy just happens to be part of the company that just bought TikTok.
What about if a woman's raped?
Yeah, no.
Well, that's your opinion, okay?
Don't touch
Okay,
me.
I'm not
Don't
interested.
touch me.
Thank you.
My goodness, stop. These
I was
people just
mad at
touch.
You need to read the book Mein Kampf. That's
I
exactly
did in
what
high school.
Hitler did. He was
He
for the
deregulated
people.
the economy to let people keep more of their own money?
No, he
No.
found people like the Jewish people to make as a scapegoat, just like Trump has found the immigrants. These people that come over here, you don't think so? These people come over here. Who do you think picks your strawberries, your oranges,
Yeah.
your fruits out of the works out?
Hate to tell you this, dude, when it comes to picking strawberries, yo, I do that shit myself. You ever gone to these strawberry farms and picked them yourself? Huh? It's fun. Maybe you should try it, Grandpa. Wait a second. This motherfucker's wearing a hat for the military. Oh, man. That ribbon's a joke.
Out there in the field.
Well, let
in the
me
hot
ask you this.
sun.
Do you think it's right for them to come over and we pay them pennies? We treat them like slaves in this country?
I don't think they should be paid like
A
pennies.
lot of people don't know what the Talmud is, though, Philemon.
But that's
I
what's
think that-
happening. They come over
well-
here and corporations are taking advantage of those people
So in the
and treating
meantime-
them like slaves.
so in
And
the
I'm
meantime-
against slave labor.
So in the meantime, you just arrest them and send them to a prison in a country that they don't even belong to.
Yep. Well, we're arresting them and we're deporting them back home. Now, if their country won't take them, then they get sent somewhere else.
Yeah, is that fair?
Yes.
To a country where they have no relatives, they don't speak the language, they have no options but to stay in the prison where they get
But
beat
they're not
up
getting sent to prison.
and
I think it's fair when you come into the country illegally and you take jobs from American workers and you subvert our laws. I think that's fair.
Let-
But let me ask you this.
Is Garcia
Why does that
a
mean he's a dictator when
resident of
every
Africa yet?
president on the book has at least in some degree, not so much Joe Biden, but every president on the book, especially Obama, he deported a lot of people. Why were they allowed to follow our basic immigration laws, but when Trump does it, he's being called a dictator, which
because
is really
that is-
radical.
he's not a dictator yet, but he's trying
not
to
going
be.
to be a
He wants
dictator.
to be. He wants to run this country the way he wants it run. In the meantime,
he's still here?
making billions of dollars off of different deals that he's working, and all these different his sons and his daughter are
I
making.
think you might be confusing Joe Biden and the
No.
Ukraine thing with his son.
No, that was,
Oh, no,
that was
okay.
never proven.
Okay,
But
no,
let me
not
ask you a
proven.
question.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. You're talking about the people out here in the fields. Would you go out there and pick strawberries?
I don't have to. And
No,
you know
and
why?
you
You
know-
know why Americans don't go and do that? Because they want paid a wage that is fair, and those companies know
Right.
that with an open border and people inside, that they can pay people slave wages and take advantage of them, which is
And in-
disgusting.
in the
It's
meantime-
disgusting that we are saying no. Don't take the immigrants who are working. We want them to come out here.
It's funny
pick
that
our-
they're okay with paying immigrants slave wages, yet these are the same people that are crying about children in China. You can't have it both ways. You got to complain about both when it comes to slave labor. Only people that are entitled to have conduct slave labor are prisoners.
crops and pay them pennies. It's
In-
disgusting.
In the meantime, the farmers are going broke because there's nobody to pick the vegetables, and
They shouldn't be paying people pennies.
I wouldn't
we
know. I don't
support
post on
a
TikTok.
Lots of people are taking pictures of us. Smile.
and we support a ministry to migrant workers who aren't able to work right now because they're in hiding and they need food and diapers.
Migrant workers are not able to work right now because they're in hiding. Why are they in hiding?
Because they're afraid they're going to get arrested.
Are they
Why would
illegal?
they be arrested?
Because of the color.
And remember, my American bloodline, firstborn American. Yes, I am a family of immigrants. And guess what? Legally. It's crazy how that works, right? My wife, legally. Whole process took about 12 years. 2 years to get the visa approved, 10 years living as a green card resident, and then applying for and granted citizenship. It's not hard. It takes a lot of work. And if you really want to be here, I promise you, you'll do that work. The rewards are well worth it. The ends justifies the means, that's the saying, right?
Of their skin, probably.
Don't get me started on fucking Bush.
So they're American citizens?
I don't know.
So I don't think brown people are just choosing to lose their jobs because they're scared to go out and work because they're going to be arrested. I have a feeling there's a little bit more to it. Migrant workers are probably illegal alien workers, right?
No, they have paperwork to come to this country.
Okay, then they're fine.
Yeah.
I would hope that you're telling them, if you have your papers and you're here legally, they're fine.
Are they legal though?
I would hope that too.
Yeah. Are you telling these people that they
I'm
might
not
be
telling
deported?
them. I'm not telling them that.
Oh, okay. So when they
Dude, what are
when
you
they
doing
express
down
that
there
to
for-
you,
What,
do you like
Indiana,
calm
right?
their fears and kind of say, hey, whoa. Things are kind of heightened right now, but if you have your papers, just keep them on you. You're not going to be picked up.
Well, we're not going to argue that point with you, and we have not spoken to any migrant workers personally.
Oh, okay.
So we're not speaking from our own
Okay.
experience.
Wait, but isn't
I
that who
hope you
you're...
guys don't actually think that just brown people are being rounded.
Well, you're gathering some stuff, donations for migrant workers that can't work, but you haven't actually spoken to any of them. Then how do you know what they need? What are you asking for? And if you were taking donations, you would think you would at least talk to one. Interesting. The grift is real, guys. The grift is real.
It up. You don't think that's happening, right?
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yes.
Where do you see just brown people being
We
rounded
were
up?
just in
because
Chicago.
You were there.
Yes.
What were you there for?
We went to the Hiabod exhibit at the Institute of
Okay.
the
Who are you
Chicago
with?
Institute of Art.
I'm with Liberty Hangout. So you were in Chicago and
When?
you saw just brown people being picked up out on
No,
the
we
street?
did not.
No. Okay.
But
So what
we
did
were
you
there.
mean? You did.
Bro! This dude is fucking telling his wife is lying straight up. That's the second time. Holy shit. This dude might be a conservative.
See that?
No, but we were
Okay.
there.
So what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
I think that there was enough coverage in the news about that so that I don't need to go into it.
So where's your proof that they are just rounding up brown people?
I don't have any firsthand proof to offer you. And the way you're asking me, I don't know who your organization is.
I don't hide it. It's Liberty Hangout. I have a YouTube channel.
I don't know what.
My name is Caitlin Bennett. I'm a Trump supporter. I voted for Trump. I support ICE. I support what they're doing. I don't think, and I absolutely, I know that they are not just going after brown people because of the color of their skin. They're
How do you
not
know
doing that.
that?
Because they're not doing that.
How do you know?
When they detain
You're asking
people,
us how we know it. How do you know that?
because it's just not true what's happening.
Okay.
When they arrest people,
Okay.
they
you
have done
tell us-
I'm
don't,
telling you.
please.
I'm
No.
telling you right now.
Enough.
I'm telling you
Oh,
right
boy.
now.
Enough.
When they go and they arrest people, do you know why it might mostly be brown
Could
people?
you ask the lady to leave us alone? You appear to
He
be
doesn't work
really-
for you.
Yo, you think I could have infiltrated one of these No Kings protests? My hair is gray enough. Not in the back, thank God. Dude, I could totally infiltrate them and they'll think I'm one of them. I just have to walk with a little bit more of a slouch. And I'm just not going to put my sunglasses on, not going to say anything. Although I should probably get some aviators because... Yeah, I have to get some aviators or something because that definitely, that's a tell.
You don't
You're
need
gonna have to get him to work for you,
Nobody
buddy, if
works
you don't
for
want him to
us.
tell him what to do.
No.
No.
Anyway, the reason why it's mostly non-white people being
going over
detained by
there.
ICE,
No,
you
don't,
got-
you don't have
you guys have been
firsthand
lied
experience.
to. You guys have
No,
been
we're
lied
not.
to.
He's
Just
been a
like Jake.
lawyer for 40 years, and I
Oh,
have been in the
goodness.
medical profession.
Okay.
You don't have to talk.
You know, you got
You don't have.
You guys have been lied to. You guys have been lied to.
He's been a lawyer for 40 years, and I
Oh,
have been in the
goodness.
medical profession.
Okay.
You don't have to talk.
You know,
I don't give a shit what your job was. I'll talk shit to veterans. If you're being fucking stupid, I'm gonna talk down to you, because if you think it's okay to do it to me, I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it 10 times as worse. I will make you feel stupid. Especially face to face. That's all I used to do. Hell, I think I learned that from my dad.
you know that people are not being rounded up because they're brown, right?
No.
Yeah, that's not happening, sir. It is amazing to me that people don't
You know who that is, right, fella?
that most illegal aliens come
Look, Kate
from
Bellis.
non-white
She's the,
countries. Well, look at that.
the gun girl.
12 o'clock on the dot, 2 hours of protesting, fighting fascism, getting rid
The one who did her graduation photos at Kent State with a rifle. That's who she is. But, like she said, once it hits 1 o'clock in a lot of these places right here, these No Kings people, they go away. Probably because it's either nap time, lunch time. They only got paid for half a day. They have drag team. After this, they're going to go back and have lunch for Drag Queen Story Hour. And they're not going to tell them they're drag queens. They're going to tell them they're clowns from the... what was that fucking clown? Shit. The Shriners. Shriner clowns. Same thing. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for y'all today. Tomorrow I have an appointment with the VA. I don't know what it's for. So they schedule them so far out, I actually don't remember what they're for anymore by the time it comes up. So we'll see. Hopefully it's with... I think it's with the pain management. Good. I need to talk to them. Anyway, that's my thoughts on everything that's gone on in these videos today, and more. And some flashback memories. But I'm not telling you how to think. Because if that was the case, you would literally look like these fucking retards that we've gone over today in these fucking crowds. And I look at these, a lot of these kids are Gen Z and millennials, and like, how the hell did my kids not end up like that? And then I think to myself, what a wonderful world. No? Come on, guys. I'm just telling y'all to think. And we'll see what happens going on today. I might come on later. If not, if something important does, and I'm not too fucking out of it, we'll see. We'll see. And if I do it on Rumble, you know I'm going to talk mad shit that I can't say on YouTube. Well, I could say them on YouTube. And I don't have to say in Minecraft. Well, I'd never said in Minecraft. 6 million sounds kind of made up still. Just like the 7 million protesters across the country for No King's Day. Where any of those counter-protesters, well, then they could still be counted as, you know what? Just think. What's up, Short Bus? Goodbye, Short Bus.